Hey, this is Lonnie at AMPS Show and Tell. We're here at the American Amp and Custom Guitar Club event, January 20th in Anaheim. So we're here in LIX AMPS room, and take it away.
Okay, my name is Peter Marshall. I'm the owner of LIX AMPS out of Vista, California. And I do pretty much traditional vintage style amplifiers using predominantly vintage parts. And over here we have a 6G15 reverb unit on top of a harp amp that's based on a 5D3 Deluxe with lower plate voltages, and it also can use a variety of tubes from 6V6 to 6L6. Over here is what I call my mini basement. This is a 15 and a 10-inch speaker with a Tweed Deluxe power supply and a 5F6A tone stack. And this one has that kind of, it sounds really good for maple necks and also for jazz, but it's mainly a blues kind of amp. And then this one right here is a 40-watter with a Pro 5AE5 power supply, but it has something different. It has kind of a top boost here on the first channel, and then right here it has this normal tone stack with a mid-range boost. And this one has two 12s in it, WGS speakers. I use them exclusively, although anybody can have any kind of speakers they want. And then over here is basically, this is the Marshall version of that one. That one's kind of Fendery sounding, and this one's kind of, this is Marshall. This has all Phillips mustard caps in it, very vintage parts, and it has the same setup. It has the top boost and the tone stack with a mid-range boost. This one right here is my version of a JTM 45. The first channel is kind of Tweed sounding, just a single volume and a tone control. And here the second channel is a master volume like 2204. And it has JTM 45 transformers and KT66 tubes, although you can use some lower rated tubes in it. It also has biasing, as all of these do, pins out for easy biasing, so you don't have to take the amp apart. And here is my EL84 amp, which is 30 watts. And this one is kind of a monster for 30 watts. It really does put out. And I think it would probably blow up the camera. But anyway.
What's the cab wood, right?
Yeah, at first I painted these, and now I've started Tolexing them. And eventually I'm going to have somebody that does them for me. So, but anyway, those are prototypes, and that's that. And here's the inner workings of a EL84 amp, and what I basically use for components. Of course, all of them vary, but there's many vintage parts on there. And that's a 4 EL84 amp. And then over there, next to it, is my new model, which is a cathode biased EL34 with switchable solid state rectifier to tube rectifier. And it also has a master volume. So that kind of rounds out what I've been doing. And I hope to have a bass amp this next year. Because, you know, we're all guitarists, but hey, we forgot about the bass players.
True enough, true enough.
So we want to make sure that we include them in the show next time.
Okay, so price range?
$1,200 to $2,600.
Oh, okay. So
and
how can people find out more about you?
Well, they can go onto my website, www.lixamps.com, and there's an easy way to get a hold of me by email, which I promptly answer my emails. And there's some sound bites on there, and there's some pictures of the amplifiers and some of the builds and whatnot. Okay. And some information about me and some trivia.
Well, hey, thanks for sharing.
Okay, well, thanks a lot, Lonnie. I really appreciate it.
Okay, bye.
Bye.